Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Ridwana's Rasoi. Eid Mubarak to all my dear viewers. Well, Eid is all about meeting and greeting, venturing out with friends and family, and indulging in some lavish feast. So, in this vlog, I have covered all those interesting moments that we cherished during this Eid. I also pray and hope that you all have had a safe and happy Eid. So, sit back and enjoy as I share with you my Eid routine. A day before Eid, that is on the day of Arafah, we went to Ansar Gallery for some shopping. We had already completed grocery shopping few days before, so this one was exclusively to get our Eid dress. End moment shopping can be really tiring and hectic, but trust me, last minute preparation is what brings us those Eid vibes and increases the excitement. Ansar Gallery is one such place where you can get anything and everything under one roof at affordable prices. As it was festive time, they offered a wide range of discounts to attract their customers. Listening to the takbir while shopping was really soothing to the ears. They also had a wide range of crockery selection with elegant designs and beautiful colors to select from. You will also find some traditional items that is popularly used in Qatari households. As we just had few things to buy, we quickly completed our shopping and got back home. Our Eid day began with the Eid prayer. Qurbani was handled by our parents back in India. This goat was tied outside our villa, which will soon be taken for Qurbani by its owners. For Eid breakfast, I decided to keep it traditional, so I made some jalar murtabak. To prepare the stuffing for the murtabak, in a pan, I have taken some oil and then I added ginger garlic paste along with minced mutton. Cook the meat till it changes its color. Next in goes all the spices, that is a tablespoon of red chili powder, 1.5 tablespoon of curry masala, half tablespoon garam masala and 1/4 tablespoon of turmeric powder. Mix in all the spices with the meat. Add the required amount of salt. Once the meat is all dried up, I am going to add half cup of water to cook the meat. Cover it with a lid and cook it for around 10 minutes or until the meat is done. I will include all the ingredients needed for this recipe in detail in the description box, so please do go and check it out. Next, I am adding 2 medium-sized onions, which is finely chopped. Together with this, I have added 1 small carrot finely chopped. Carrot is optional. If you want, you can also skip it. The reason why I am adding these veggies at the end is because it helps to retain the crunch. Once the veggies are cooked, I am adding a handful of chopped mint and coriander leaves. You can also add chopped green chilies if you like it a bit more spicier. Taste the mixture to check for salt, and if needed you can add it at this point. Next, I have taken 3 eggs beaten well. Just scramble these eggs, and once done you can add it to the prepared meat mixture. So the murtabak stuffing is ready. Next, for the jalar appam, in a mixer jar I have taken 1 small onion along with a teaspoon of fennel seed. Grind this to a fine paste. Add the prepared paste to a larger mixer jar. Along with this I have taken 2 eggs. Take 1 cup of coconut milk. If you want you can replace this with plain water. Next, I am also going to add the maida in batches. Add a pinch of salt and turmeric powder and grind this to a smooth batter. Consistency of this batter is very important, so to make it lump free I am going to pass it through a sieve and filter it out. You can add the required amount of water to adjust the consistency. To check the consistency, add the batter to a jalar cup and see if the batter is flowing freely from the other end. To make the jalar appam, take a dosa tawa and grease it lightly with some oil or ghee. Pour the batter in a jalar cup and slowly move your hand in circular motion. You can create your own design. Just keep in mind that the circles are close together so that the murtabak does not tear apart while folding. If you want you can just drizzle some ghee or oil on top, but since I am using a non-stick tawa, we do not need it. Just wait for a minute or two and remove it from the tawa. If you overcook it then they will turn crispy and you will find difficulty folding the murtabak. Take 4 or 5 jalar appam together and place it on the flat board. Now take some spoons of the prepared mixture and place it right at the center. Pat it down gently and fold the murtabak from all 4 sides. So like this you can prepare the remaining murtabak with rest of the mixture. Just before serving we need to toast these murtabak with some beaten eggs. For that, place the murtabak on the dosa tawa and toast it on either side till it gets a nice golden color. Now apply few spoons of beaten eggs and cover the entire murtabak. To go with this murtabak, I had also prepared some pudding. The pudding recipe is already uploaded on my YouTube channel. Please do go and check it out. I will share the link in the description box. Once done on both sides, we can dish it out. Serve these murtabaks hot with some lemon wedges. For Eid lunch, we were invited by one of our relatives. So I decided to take some chicken reshmi kebab which I marinated a day before. Inshallah, I will upload this recipe in my future video. Auntie makes really yummy Zorbian rice, so on my husband's request, we decided to prepare the same Zorbian rice for our Eid lunch. Zorbian rice is a version of our usual biryani which is very popular in Yemen and many other Gulf countries. Zurbian rice is said to be a very popular rice preparation that is served to guests during wedding and special events like Eid. Use of saffron makes this rice really aromatic. Not only does this recipe taste delicious, but it is also really pleasing to look at. Rice is layered with the prepared meat masala along with lots of fried onions, dry fruits and saffron. Once the rice is layered, we will have to leave it on dum for around 30 minutes. Fragrant and aromatic Zurbian rice along with creamy chicken reshmi kebab was just absolutely delicious. This meal was not just tasty but really light on our stomach. Eid is incomplete without dessert. So for dessert, tiramisu was already made by her a day before and I must say it was absolutely delicious. This chilled and creamy tiramisu was just the right dessert to complete our meal. We did not want to spend the rest of the Eid laying on the couch, so we decided to step out and go on a long drive. We drove to Lusail, which is a planned city in Qatar. This area is actually planned to have some marinas, man-made island resorts, entertainment complexes for leisure activity and also residential buildings. Many buildings were lit up on either side of the road, which was a treat to our eyes. Compared to last year, this year was much better, I would say, with most of the restrictions lifted. However, not much events were conducted at many places in order to abide by the safety protocols put down by the ministry. These tiny shell-like structures on either side of the road is actually the Lusail tram station. This is the Vendome Mall that is located in the very heart of Qatar's emerging Lusail city, which is referred to as the new home for fashion and luxury in Qatar. They have scheduled its opening sometime in the month of September 2021. On our way back home, we could also witness the spectacular fireworks that was happening in Katara. So this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed my vlog. Hit a like and share your Eid experience in the comment section below. Until we meet next time, is bye from Ridwana's Rasoi.